Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel and the World Class Championship Wrestling Review Series as we continue through the month of November in 1983. We are almost done with 83, obviously, very close to the end of the year. They're tying up and headed towards Star Wars of 1983. And there's some new talent in the area and some new chaos as well. Super Destroyer number 2 versus Mike Reed is a way to begin the contest, as it were, for the 12th of November, 1983. This masked star is, a guy that they're going to ostensibly push for a while. Don't know how long he's here. Mike Reed has yet to really make a mark for himself. Seems that Texas always has some masked, well, at least Dallas area, always has some masked talent, and the Destroyer able to ground and pound, for lack of a better term, his opponent quite well during the early stages of the match. Single shots from the Destroyer, often all that are necessary for him to be in control of the contest. And we see him use kind of the back elbow, punches, kicks, and the like. Doesn't need to do a lot of crazy stuff. However, he does make his way to the top rope, hitting the superplex, which is not something we're super, no pun intended, ready to see in Texas, but that gains him the victory. We then go to a arena event where the Valet and Sunshine cost Jimmy Garvin. Sunshine is let go. He is in a match with Johnny Mantell. Sunshine and Valet try to help Garvin win. This leads to him getting rolled up. That roll-up leads to a loss. He fires Sunshine post-match. This goes quite a bit in the way. The two ladies are fighting with each other, and as we go towards Star Wars, they are going to do battle with each other. They do roll around in the ring during this match. There is a press conference by Sunshine. She says that her morals were compromised. She says that she was forced to do things she didn't want to do, and the lady brought as her valet is not worth her time. She says she will knock her out. She also says she is done with Jimmy Garvin. She has let him go. She is willing to give all the tape and information related to Garvin's weaknesses to Chris Adams for the American title match that is coming up. Garvin then cuts an interview basically saying that he is not worried about any of them, not worried about anything, is not willing to be embarrassed. The other woman who still has, I don't believe, been named, does answer Garvin's door, so that's interesting there. Teaser of a love triangle, which for 1983 is a big deal. We then go to Tonga John versus Iceman King Parsons. And this is a debut for Tonga John. I'm pretty sure that Tonga John is John Nord. Looks very much like him, which again is a knockoff of, well, not a knockoff, wrong terminology, but a homage to Bruiser Brody. And Iceman King Parsons has him in hand for the first few minutes, but doesn't do a great deal about keeping him in hand for the majority of the match. Surprised to see a guy such as Tonga John in a side headlock for several minutes, especially in debuts. I don't know that debuts are done in wrestling, at least in many territories, the way I would do them, which is make the guy look strong for several weeks. Speaking of strong, good backdrop by John as he gets an advantage over Parsons. Parsons willing to do just about anything to gain a victory, and drop kick by good old King Parsons, and Parsons then gets kicked right under the chin. One thing is for sure, Tonga John is no small man, and defeating him is no small feat. Again, no pun intended there. But by King Parsons, who does gain the victory over the much larger, or at least a little bit larger, Tonga John. We then go to an interview with Fritz von Erich. Von Erich says that, in fact, Kerry Von Erich and Michael Hayes have agreed to stipulations for the Wrestling Star Wars event that is now between now and the end of the year. The official date is not announced here. That they will do battle in a match where both men are going to fight. Must be a winner, and in that also the loser will leave World Class Wrestling in Texas for a year and cannot wrestle in the state for a year. So certainly the end of the Freebirds coming here. You're not going to see Von Erichs leave the territory. Duh. But anyway, we go to a ceremonial jacket giving by Kerry to his brother Mike, who is the newest of the Von Erichs. That is interrupted by Michael Hayes, and that goes in a, I guess you'd say, a wonky direction. Then they have a country whipping match, which is basically a match where straps are allowed to be used. Kevin and Kerry Von Erich against Michael Hayes and Terry Gordy, the Freebirds, in one of their last matches before leaving the territory, probably about a month or two away from leaving, are the Freebirds, I believe, and obviously this turned into a brawl. Not a lot of, I guess, consistency here, as the referee loses all control. All four men get nailed with the straps. The Freebirds are certainly lashed quite a bit, but Michael Hayes willing to swing that strap quite a bit too. A good match for intensity purposes, but also the country whipping style. Now that I've seen it for the first time, I'd seen clips of this match, but it's overhyped. I mean, worth going out of your way to go see, because it's repeated in Texas throughout various iterations, global and the like. But I don't know that the leather straps just being used liberally is the way to get the straps over for their danger. Both Von Erichs and both Freebirds going to battle with each other, trying to lay leather into each other. And I mean, they strike each other hard on both sides. I don't know that the cameras caught welts per se on either guy, on any of the guys, but I wouldn't be surprised if everyone had them when they left. And Kerry and Michael are squared off quite a bit. This is not something that goes according to plan. Freebirds do get beaten here, and they run to the back like scolded dogs, and the Von Erichs are victorious here. You know the Freebirds are on their way out the door, but Kerry still doesn't get enough, and that will close the November 12th, 1983 edition of World Class. We'll be back with more right after this.